He tells me a hammer fell out the window.
So I don't want to sound dismissive, and I've been told that I sound dismissive, and so please forgive me if I do. I don't mean to be. This is an HP action, correct?
For harassment.
No, it's not only harassment. It's for repairs and harassment.
Repairs. Let me.
Well, I mean, no. Hold on a second. There's an HP for repairs and also for harassment, right? So there's different claims.
How many times did they get to make the repairs? I have to interrupt you.
Okay, so that's a good question. So the process is the following: you file the complaint, right? You file the court case of HP action. You fill out the repair list, and the city comes and inspects. They send. They're not really court inspectors. They work with the court, but they're part of the city HPD. They come in and they inspect everything that you wrote down, and they make two determinations: violation reported or no violation reported. And then, if there's something that was on the list that the tenants feel that it should be a violation, but wasn't listed as a violation, then you would have to have a hearing before the judge and bring your evidence to see if the judge would agree with you and to place it as a violation. If, let's say, everything was covered, everything that you put down was covered as a violation, then it's listed. So what's the next step? The next step is you want to get an order from the court.
We got that.
For the landlord. But the order basically says to remove the violation. So in the past, I've always tried to tell our clients that removing the violation is not making things completely new. Unfortunately, the city doesn't make the landlord make a wall smooth. If the paint is peeling, as long as the paint is no longer peeling, right? As long as it's not lead, but as long as if it's lead, there has to be a lead abatement, right? If it's lead paint. But if the paint is peeling, paint and plaster peeling, as long as the paint and plaster is no longer peeling, then the violation is probably cured. So how do you follow up? You ask how many times do you have to get the landlords to make the repairs? Well, if they make the repairs and you and your attorney think that the repairs are not done properly or not done, right? So then you could bring the owner back in contempt, and then there has to be a hearing for the court to determine whether so it's not for the right. So I'm just trying to put it in perspective how this works. It's not what I'm trying to say is the following: it is not, unfortunately, a perfect system. The city is not going to order a landlord to make everything smooth and even the floors. These floors, for example, if you had floors that were broken, right? The city, if you look at the violation, says repair or replace with similar material. Yes. Floor. That means up until, right? They could cover the floor with plywood.
Actually, the city said no, that was illegal, and they did it anyway. HP came into the apartments and looked at it, and the AG and said these floors shouldn't be plywood.
Well, we're talking about HP. If you have that in writing and it says it's illegal, then they cannot do that. But the violations say, if you look at the violation, it says repair or replace with similar materials.
I didn't get that. My floors were wood, and then now they put plywood down. You can't walk on my floors without shoes. It's very uncomfortable. Everything is popping open.
Right. But that's what I'm trying to say. They can cover it with plywood, and then on top of it, right? They cannot leave it bare. They either have to finish the floor, which is plywood is not really the last finished floor. They put tiles on it. Exactly.
And it bursts, and now they burst, and it's popping. Nails are exposed.
Right. So what I'm trying to say is the process. So then you would have to come back to court and ask for another inspection, right? You could ask for another inspection, and so that the inspector will come again and see whether the job was done properly or not.
Let me ask you, is there a plan to redo your floor?
It was supposed to be, but
all right. I'm sorry. We need to get you up to speed because we're way ahead of you. I'm sorry. So Don filed that action in July. In July, an inspector came and found more conditions, and